Want to study Cambodian? No time? It's not a problem anymore. These Cambodian books can help you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn Khmer with my channel, and I'm Dara from the Khmer Lesson. Today I have a new lesson for you as usual, but actually this lesson is not the new one, but actually I already have this lesson for you already. Like this lesson we will talk about the word BAAN, BAAN. Because I make this lesson again because a lot of students still get confused with BAAN. In past tense and with can, but so in this lesson I will detail again about using BAAN in the past and BAAN with can, or I can say in the structure I will say how to use BAAN before verb and how to use BAAN after verb. Okay, but okay ta. So if you are ready, let's go to the lesson together. But the first one just talk about BAAN using in the past, using in the past. As you know, past tense in Khmer, you don't need to change any verb like in English. In English, when you make a past tense sentence, you always change present verb to past tense, right? Like go to, went, eat to, ate, something like that. But in Khmer, we don't have like that. But we need to add the word BAAN before verb. Is nhắm still nhắm? Okay, you cannot change to anything, but you just say BAAN nhắm, BAAN nhắm. So you see, you use BAAN before verb. So the structure that you write, I can say subject plus BAAN plus verb and then plus something else. Okay, and in negative form, you use BAAN between odd and verb. Between odd and verb. So this is how to use BAAN in past tense, positive and negative. Now let me raise example. For example, this morning I ate beef. This morning I ate beef. Right now already noon or maybe in the evening. So it's already happened in the past. This sentence when you translate in Khmer, you have to say I forgot I say this morning first or at the end. Okay, no problem, you can use both. Okay, so now I say this morning first. I say ព្រឹកនេះខ្ញុំបានញ៉ាំសាច់គោ ព្រឹកនេះខ្ញុំបានញ៉ាំសាច់គោ so you see you ate already. So in English you say ate, but in Khmer you say បានញ៉ាំ បានញ៉ាំ ព្រឹកនេះខ្ញុំបានញ៉ាំសាច់គោ so saiko is beef. Saiko is beef. Another one, I will use in negative. I will use in negative. For example, in English you say, I didn't go to school yesterday. I didn't go to school yesterday. For yesterday you can use at the beginning or use at the end. No problem, both are correct. Now I will use yesterday at the beginning. Then I will say in Khmer ម្សិលមិញខ្ញុំអត់បានទៅសាលាទេ ម្សិលមិញខ្ញុំអត់បានទៅសាលាទេ you see, I need you use BAAN in negative and past tense, and then you say ខ្ញុំអត់ so you see, you say ខ្ញុំអត់ and then you use BAAN and then you use the word verb to go. In English, you don't change to when because you change didn't already. So you still use go. But in Khmer, the same. ខ្ញុំអត់បានទៅសាលាទេ So very simple to use BAAN in past tense. You just use after verb or after odd in negative form. Okay, but so for this, I think it's easy and everyone understand, but so I will not explain in detail. But one more thing you should know, and I told you already before, like for past, if in the sentence you have the verb that show the time already, and you don't need to use BAAN anymore. Nah? Okay, so for example, previous sentence I said yesterday I didn't go to school. So in the sentence you see the word yesterday already. So in this case, another option, you don't need to use BAAN anymore. You just say ម្សិលមិញខ្ញុំអត់ទៅសាលាទេ ម្សិលមិញខ្ញុំអត់ទៅសាលាទេណាបាទ either negative or question or positive. If you have the verb that show the time already, you don't need for past tense ណា you don't need BAAN anymore for past tense. But this is the first use of BAAN in past tense. But easy. And now go to second use of BAAN for can. For can. But the word BAAN, when you use with can, but in Khmer the structure isអាច blah 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 BAAN. I always tell you like this. អាច BAAN. And in the structure you say you use subject plus can, right? And then plus verb and then plus something else. And in Khmer the same, we use subject and thenអាច so can directly after subject and then yes something like verb and then plus something else and you finish with BAAN. And if you ask me like, oh, I need to use like both words all the time, no, not like that. It depends on you. So there are two more options to use. The first one, you use both អាច BAAN. And you see BAAN at the end of the sentence, not after subject anymore. After subject is អាច is the word can. Is the word can. And another option, you can skip one of them. For example, the structure is BAAN, អាច and BAAN, right? Another option, you can skip one of them. So you can skip អាច and then you keep BAAN at the same place. Don't move. At the same place. Another option, you skip BAAN and then you keep អាច at the same place. Now for example, you say, I can speak Khmer, right? I can speak Khmer. If you follow the structure, the full sentence, you will say ខ្ញុំអាចនិយាយខ្មែរបាន ខ្ញុំអាចនិយាយខ្មែរបាន You see, and it follow the full words in the sentence. Another option, you can skip one of them. You can skip អាច So you say ខ្ញុំនិយាយអង់គ្លេសនិយាយខ្មែរបាន right? ខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្មែរបាន And you skip អាច and then you keep បាន And another one, you skip BAAN and then you keep អាច at the beginning after subject. And then you say ខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្មែរបាន ខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្មែរបាន You see, so you have three options. You can use both, one of them, okay, any word you want. But usually, like in spoken Khmer, people like to skip អាច To keep អាច you can know like when you talk to Khmer people, the word អាច you don't really hear this word. They rarely use this, so they just say បាន And a bit more, I will tell you that foreigners or most students always confused with this. Okay, so by this you understand. And now, for example, someone asks you something like, can you speak Khmer? Can you speak Khmer? And then when you answer, you have many options to answer, right? You can, yes, I can. Or, yes, only this is okay. But now I want you to focus on can only. For example, you reply only can. But in English, maybe it's a bit strange when you reply only can like this. Maybe you can say, yes, I can. But in Khmer, okay, you can use in that way. For example, someone asks you with can, but for example, can you speak Khmer? And then if I reply only can, right? So you know, I told you already, can, the meaning in Khmer, I mean អាច blah 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 បាន right បាន and then another option you can skip one of them right yeah you can skip អាច and then only បាន left if you skip បាន only one អាច left but I told you already like the second one Khmer people like to skip អាច ណា how to skip អាច so finally you will have only one word បាន left and then finally you think can is បាន can is បាន right this is why a lot of students they use can after subject like this so actually it's not like that ណា don't be confused anymore បាន always at the end of the sentence if you use in the sentence but when you use only I mean like this okay sorry I forgot what did I say okay so I can say បាន when you use in the sentence always at the end of the sentence right បាន don't use after subject ណា because you confuse when you shorten the sentence you skip អាច and then only one word left is បាន and then you put after subject and it's wrong if you put after subject and it becomes past tense ណា don't be confused you have to remember the use of this okay បាទ so for example you say they ask you like can you speak Khmer and then the short answer you can say បាន ណា បាន because you skip អាច already បាន and a bit more I will tell you how to use cannot in an easy way okay now think about the reply when someone asks you can you speak Khmer in positive way you say បាន I mean yes I can but the short answer just say បាន and then in negative you will say cannot or no cannot or no I can't but now I just want you to focus cannot only for the answer so when you say cannot it's become negative right so you use it as usual you use អត់ អាច បាន ទេ ណា the word for cannot អត់ អាច បាន ទេ right and then you know already when you use a negative you use អត់ and ទេ and can បាន អាច បាន and then you use together okay you use អត់ អាច បាន ទេ ណា and it cannot okay and then for example you say the full sentence I cannot speak Khmer បាទ I cannot speak Khmer and then the full sentence you will say ខ្ញុំ អត់ អាច និយាយ ខ្មែរ បាន ទេ you see ខ្ញុំ អត់ អាច និយាយ ខ្មែរ បាន ទេ បាទ and it's the right meaning of using cannot in the sentence ណា អត់ អាច something 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 បាន ទេ បាទ and it's sentence with cannot and now I will tell you one more easy way with using cannot បាទ in English okay and Khmer okay I told you already it is the correct one but we have the way that easier than this okay so when you use cannot in the sentence in Khmer structure you use this structure in English subject cannot do something and then in Khmer you use this way subject do something plus cannot and it's easy to say something plus a subject plus something and then plus cannot at the end so it means you use positive first and then cannot at the end now I will use the same sentence for example you say ខ្ញុំ I cannot speak Khmer if I follow the first one I will say ខ្ញុំ អត់ អាច និយាយ ខ្មែរ បាន ទេ right and if you use this way you will say ខ្ញុំ និយាយ ខ្មែរ you use positive you see I speak Khmer and then you use cannot then you say ខ្ញុំ និយាយ ខ្មែរ អត់ បាន ទេ ខ្ញុំ និយាយ ខ្មែរ អត់ បាន ទេ and អត់ បាន ទេ okay you skip អាច already I don't use anymore but as I told you we always skip អាច so just finally you say អត់ បាន ទេ ខ្ញុំ និយាយ ខ្មែរ អត់ បាន ទេ I cannot drink alcohol and alcohol in Khmer you know we say ស្រា ណា Sra, alcohol and wine, we use the same word. We don't distinguish alcohol or red wine or white wine. Okay, we don't separate. Just say sra. Okay, so this sentence you say, I cannot drink alcohol or I cannot drink wine. And then in Khmer you say, Knyom nyam sra. Sra is alcohol and wine. Knyom nyam sra ot ban te. Knyom nyam sra ot ban te. You see, it's very easy to use cannot in this sentence. Use positive as usual and cannot at the end. Yeah? Ba. Knyom nyam sra ot ban te. Okay, so this is the difference between using ban in past tense and ban for can. Nah? So I hope everyone will not confuse anymore with using this. But again, when you use ban in past tense, in positive you use after subject directly. If you use in negative, you use after ought. Yeah? Okay. And when you use ban for negative, you use ban at the end of the sentence all the time. But in positive, you use ban at the end. In negative, you use ban before te. Te, because te is a form of negative. Nah? And then you use ban before te. But understand clearly, nah? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I have only this in this video, and I hope like this lesson is useful for everyone. And yeah, I hope also you enjoy this lesson. But as usual, if you have any question not clear or have any idea, please let me know and I will try to answer your question. But again, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video. Please have a nice day.